Alice, the only time success comes before suffering is in the dictionary. Not just playing around with words there, but have a think about that. It's a really important thing to think about. Only time success comes before suffering is in the dictionary. Let me explain. Every success I've had, every part of my life now that is good, every positive thing, everything I'm joyful for, everything I'm grateful for, success, we can call it. If I really sit back and think about it, do you know what I've had to do before? Suffer. Now, suffering is not bad. Now, it hurts. It's challenging. It's not comfortable. But actually, are you serious about change? Are you serious about creating a new life? Are you serious about really cracking on and embracing everything life's about? But you're just not quite happy. You're not there right now. You're not doing what you want to do. If you want to change, if you really want to grasp, if you really want to grow and develop and become something that you truly know inside you can become, you're going to have to suffer. Now, you may say there's a couple of things I want to pick up on there. You may say to me right now, I am suffering. I am tired. I'm fed up. I am bored. I'm unhappy. I'm poor. I've got no money. I'm really, Cliff, trust me, I know suffering. Okay. Do you know what? If you're suffering right now, bloody brilliant. Amazing. Because it's taking you somewhere. The good news is, if you can embrace where you are right now and go, I'm suffering, it's teaching you something. You're growing. Now, let's talk about, we're gonna drift into alcohol and sobriety again here, because I often do. Now, when I was suffering many, many years ago, when I was unhappy, what did I do? I went to drink. And alcohol gave me the illusion I was no longer suffering. It was a drug inside me that made me think differently. It made me change my personality. It made me be life and soul of the party. It made me forget all my problems. But we all know what comes after alcohol, suffering. And actually, so alcohol, the suffering after alcohol is it's just something you've got, you know you're going to go through. People say, oh, don't get hangovers. No, I do not know a person who drinks over a couple of drinks who doesn't somehow suffer. They will tell you they don't. Oh, it never bothers me. Absolute nonsense. It bothers every single person. And you can write comments in here all day long. I'm a seasoned drinker, and I know what drinking does to you. Right, so I'm talking about suffering and success here, though. So if you think of the gym as an example, let's talk about going to the gym. Why are you going to the gym? Because you want to get fit. You want to feel different. You want to look different. You want to be different. Right, okay. Going to the gym, getting up, leaving the house, going to the gym, getting to the gym, going through all the process of the gym, then getting out of the gym, getting showered, and all those things. It's all a bit suffering, isn't it? And now I know when you get to a certain point of the gym, you can enjoy it. I'm one of those fortunate people now. I do so much exercise and whatever. I enjoy it. I embrace it. I had a fantastic session at the gym this morning. I'm one of those where it was almost an active rest day, I think they call it, where I was on the bike for 45 minutes. And I'm not a big music fan, but, I suffer a little bit over this week trying to get through. But I was on the bike, got the music. I'm not a music fan, but I had this particular song, Seven Cities, I think it's called. And I went to a different place. Literally, the joy I felt inside me, the endorphins, the excitement of hitting the bike for that hour. And I'd suffered to get there. But it was an amazing feeling. Now, if I'd not got up this week and gone to the gym, if I'd not been committed, if I'd not gone through all the process, if I'd not got ready, if I'd not found the time, if I'd not suffered, I wouldn't have had that enjoyment. Right. Sobriety for me is great enjoyment now. Sobriety for me is really exciting. Sobriety for me is a wonderful, open, sunshine life. It is now for me, but it took me 6 years to get there. I talk about it a lot. But what did I do to get that? I had to suffer. I had to go through some pain. I had to go through some discomfort. I had to go through some real challenge. Now, if any part of your life, if you are looking to change, looking to embrace life, looking to really go forwards, there's lots of content out there, and there's lots of manifestation content out there that I'm really unhappy. I'm going to manifest this, and I'm going to sit on the sofa. If you think about that, there's no suffering in there. There's no challenge. There's no discomfort in there. And I guarantee you it ain't coming. Nobody's going to deliver the Ferrari to your driveway without you doing something about it. Ain't happening. Nobody is going to bring you the perfect partner in the perfect world at the perfect time to your front door when you are doing nothing about it. You have to go through discomfort. So what I'm talking about is hearing, how about if you're looking at life right now and it's a bit challenging, how about really taking that word suffering, discomfort, challenge, those words, and really embracing them and taking them to the next level and really, really loving those words? What about taking suffering into something you embrace? Something, I can see some suffering. I can see discomfort here. I can see challenge here. Amazing. And why is it amazing? Because I know what's on the other side. I don't know what it's going to look like. I don't know what it's going to feel like. I've got an idea in my mind of the goal I've set and the vision I have, the money I want, the body I want, the partner I want, the job I want. I've got a vision. I can feel it. I've used my visualization. I've used my journal. I've done all the tools, but I know I'm really excited now because I'm suffering a little bit. Because I'm going to have to go through some barriers. I'm going to have to go through a little bit of pain. I'm going to have to go through some discomfort. I worked in the recruitment industry for many years, and recruitment industry is great because there's some great results and there's some great financial rewards. But if you think about it, if you really break recruitment down, do you know where the suffering is? Cold calling, sales calls. Now, they are, if you don't do it for a living, they're brutal, they're hard, they're just so uncomfortable. But I got to a stage where I thought, I don't care. I'm just going to bang, bang, bang. And I can do it. And literally, without knowing I was doing it then, it's only because I do what I do now, I've understood a lot more of, I learned how to suffer. I learned how to be uncomfortable. I learned how to be in challenge and not hate it. Because if you are in suffering and challenge or discomfort and you're not embracing it, it is so easy to give in. What I'm trying to do here is bring alive the word suffering, discomfort, challenge, and all those things, because I'm a motivator, I'm a mindset coach, I'm a positive person, and I want to give you the great ideas, and I want to give you inspiration to go out there and achieve amazing things. But I've also got to tell you the truth. And the truth is, there's going to be some suffering in there. There's going to be some challenge in there. Now, if you just ignore that, everything I tell you is just not going to work. It's all a load of nonsense. You might as well switch off and go and watch Netflix. And that might be what you want to do. But if you think about it, you might think, I want to get a better job. I want to be fitter. I want a better relationship. I want this. Oh, but I'm not listening to that idiot Cliff talking about suffering. I'm just going to go and watch Netflix. Are you suffering? Are you challenging? Are you going through any discomfort there? No, not really. You're just continuing your long-term discomfort, suffering, because there's no goal. You're not making real changes, real decisions. So the summary of this is, if you want change, if you want success, now let's talk about alcohol again. Do you want to get sober? If you're drinking, and I keep coming back to it, because a big thing is I'm getting loads of comments, loads of content, loads of engagement from lots of people around alcohol. Right. Do you want to get sober? Amazing. Great. Do you want to stop drinking? Amazing. Great. Is drinking taking control of your life? That's not good, but amazing. Great. You've acknowledged it. Now, do you want to get to the other side? Great. I can give you so much content. I can give you so many ideas. I've got a book coming out called Recovered. It's all about alcohol and recovering from alcohol and getting to a point from alcoholic recovery, but to recovered. Right. Do you want that? Amazing. Are you watching this because that's what you're striving for? Right. Amazing. Great. Let me tell you something, though. There's going to be some suffering. There's going to be some challenge. There's going to be some discomfort. There's going to be decisions you are going to have to take that are going to be different to what you normally do. There are going to be actions you're going to have to take that's going to be different to what you've done before. There are going to be moments where you want to go back and your subconscious and your body and your brain wants to take you back to where you were. You're going to have to say, no, 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 no. I'm going to suffer this. I'm going to go through, because you will be building in your mind that vision, that excitement, that emotional excitement I feel about sobriety, because you're going to suffer, and you're going to, every time it feels hard, you're going to go, great, it feels hard, that must be good, that's teaching me something. It feels hard, that's great, I'm going to go forwards. The gym, fitness, relationships, work, getting a new job. New job's not easy. Nobody gets the best job in the world because it's easy. They have to suffer a little bit. You've got to do the CV. You've got to apply for jobs. You've got to accept there's going to be a load of rejections. There's the suffering. Accept it. Embrace it. Every rejection you get, great news. Why? Because you're one closer to the one you wanted. Everybody rejects you for a job. I always see, if you go apply for jobs and you do not get it, the universe didn't want you to have it. It's as simple as that. That's how I see it. If I do sales or I'm doing some marketing and some people say, no, I go, great, you probably weren't ready for what I'm going to deliver. Great, me and you weren't meant to be. Because I know by removing those no's, I'm opening up the universe, I'm opening up the doors, I'm opening up everything for me to then work with the right people. I'm opening up the opportunities to work with some amazing people. I'm opening opportunities to work with some inspiring people who I help, but they also help me. It's amazing. But there is so many positive things we can talk about, but sometimes I've got to be straight with you. Sometimes I've got to say it as it is, because there's too many people on here manifesting and doing that stuff, telling you woolly, and then in a week's time, month's time, 12 months' time, you don't go anywhere, and you say, well, it doesn't work. It does work, but they're not telling you the truth. They're not telling you the crux of it. If you want to get fit, you're going to have to go on a diet and you're going to have to train. That's not easy. If you want to get sober, you're going to have to stop drinking. You're going to have to go through that phase. You want to build a new relationship, you're going to have to build a new personality so people are attracted to you and people love you and enjoy you for you being lovable and enjoyable. All those things. Suffering is not bad. It's something you got to learn. It's something you got to embrace. Something you got to get excited about. Go out, go and suffer today. Go and challenge today. Go and feel discomfort today, because I guarantee you, by going through that with the right focus of where you're going, tomorrow you will be that little step, that tiny step closer to where you want to be. Enjoy.